Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do the August flip of my Fauxbonichi. um I didn't do anything on this page. This is the first page of the month. I usually decorate it before, but didn't have the time for that. um on the calendar, again, didn't have the time to finish this. I'm still gonna finish it, but you know, I don't know. They didn't have the time. Leave it at that. Um, I drew everything in pencil. I'm still need to trace it with pen and paint it. Yeah, and this is the Doodle with Us in August challenge, and I talked about it before, so you already know. I'm gonna link it below in the information box, so you can go ahead and download the printable and do it yourself if you want to do it. I don't know. Anyways, first day here. Yeah, I was talking about how I went back to work and I was really sleepy and tired. And I finally finished drawing and tracing the Facebook group prompts. Again, I talked about this before. I have a Fauxbonichi journals en español, or in Spanish, group on Facebook, and I do sort of prompts and challenges and all this stuff that you guys do in the Fauxbonichi journals, but in Spanish. And these are the this is the doodle challenge, and this is the calendar with the prompts. We have Centangle, we have questions, we have list, doodles, and stickers and fun stuff over there. And of course, the first doodle of the drawing challenge was trees. So I just draw this right here. Didn't paint them. Day 2. Oh, and I've changed a bit the headers. Is the same. I'm sorry about that. I'm a little bit sick. It's the same format, but I started painting when when I have a page that I don't have a lot of color in it. I just paint the header, and that, you know, makes them pop a little bit. So yeah, I started doing that this month. On the second, it was a question, the prompt of the day, and I just answered it there. And I was talking about that I was still tired and that it was a slow day in the office. So yeah, and I posted this day I posted the challenges. I was a little bit late, yeah. And I used some washi here to just cover that space up. On the third, again, it was like a list, and I just answer it here. I was talking about I went to work and went home from work and watched some Netflix. Yeah, I was watching Once Upon a Time that I was really behind. I was stuck in like the season 4, I believe, or season 3. I don't remember, but I was really behind. I wanted to start watching the latest season, but I wanted to finish that first. And I did a quote here. And this day, the 4th, went to work, and I talked about how I went home and start working on my Fauxbo, and yeah. I was talking about how since we moved, I lost my space. It was really hard to find motivation to work on my Fauxbo. That's what I was talking about there. And these are the challenge doodle, but I was, you know, worst drawings ever, because they were they are messy. That's why I didn't even paint them. On this day, the 5th, which was a Friday, it was the start of the Rio Olympics, so I just print this out and put it here. And yeah, I went to work, and like at 7:30 p.m. we started watching the open ceremony of the Olympics. So yeah, that's what we did all night. On the 6th, we went to Popeyes and to downtown Raleigh, and I just put a this is a map of downtown Raleigh, and we just walk from this end to this end of this street. That's all we did. Just seeing the ambient. And the on the drawings, it was buttons, so I did that there. And these are stickers that I found at the dollar spot at Target. I don't have them around. I don't know where I put them. Yeah, but they're really cute, and I found it there. So yep. On the 7th, Sunday, we played dominoes, of course. These are the doodle prompt. It was some bowls. And this day today, I'm talking about how I finally taped a new bullet journal video. And yeah. And I talked about how and why I've changed from my Fauxbonichi to my bullet journal as a planner. On the 8th, which was a Monday, is Centangle Monday. Centangle Monday. So this is the one that I posted on the group that we needed to do. I just did that sample there because, yeah. And yeah, I went to work as usual. And when I went home, we watched some, Rio Olympics game, like swimming and gymnastics, which are my favorite. And the doodle prompt was rocks, and I drew them right here. I didn't color them. And on Tuesday, I just dedicated the whole page to the final 5, which are the gymnastic USA Olympic team that won gold, and the medals count to that date right there. And that's all I did on that day. The 10th, the doodle prompt was bubbles, and I did write those there. I didn't paint them again because I have this feeling that when a drawing ends up really good or somewhat resemble what I wanted to illustrate, I shouldn't paint them because that's where it's gonna go bad. So I do that every time you see a drawing that is not painted. Is that yeah, that's my thinking. That's my rationalization. Is that the correct word? I don't know. And here, the list it was Wednesday of list. It was favorite songs. So I still missing 2 because I wanted to fill out, the bottle right here. But working on that. Today again, I went to work. I gave Chloe a bath. I said finally she was stinky. We finally got our TV bag, which was unrepaired, and this day I finally caved in and got Hulu because the kids were nagging for quite a bit about it, and they really wanted it. But since we had already Netflix, I thought that it was unnecessary that we had both. But I finally caved in because I realized at that moment, once upon a time, the new season was in Hulu, not in Netflix. So I decided to go ahead with it, and to this day we still have both. Yeah. On the 11th, I had an eye doctor appointment to get my new contacts. And I didn't got really good news there. Yeah, one of my eyes, the left eye, I don't see really well. You know, I see like half of it up is like totally dark, and I only see on the bottom portion of it. So it's really not useful. So the doctor on this appointment told me that the same thing that that I had in my left eye is, apparently she saw that is happening in the right eye, which is the good one. So I need to really do an appointment for a specialist. So sorry about that. That's Chloe. I really had to do an appointment for go and check that out, because I really don't want to go blind. So the doodle prompt was balloons, and this is a stencil that I use. I bought it Tuesday morning, and it's a Martha Stewart stencil, and it was intentionally for calendars, you know, the big calendars that she have in her collection. But I thought it was, you know, I could use it here, obviously, and yes, I did. And I used the Crayola markers to paint those. On the 12th, on my lunch break, I came home and started watching the end of the tennis match on the Olympics, which our competitor from Puerto Rico, Monica Puig, was she was competing against the number 4, I believe. Yeah, number 4 in the world, and she won. So she went straight to finals to play for gold. Yeah, and this I didn't trace on anything with pans, but the prompt was ingredients. So, you know, those are my ingredients for cakes. I love cake. On the 13th, which was a Saturday, we won gold. Yeah, we like I said here, patiently waited for the tennis match where she was competing. And it was like a, you know, back in the island, it was like a patio and a party when she won, you know. So I was really proud of her, and, you know, Puerto Ricans as a whole. 14, which was Sunday, it was a shield day. That's what I wrote there. I don't know why. We didn't do anything at all. I went to Michael's and bought some new stamps. Yeah. And we stayed home the rest of the night. The doodle prompt was a bed, so I did that there. The 15th, which was Monday, is Centangle Monday, and this is the pattern that we used. And the doodle challenge was Yose, so I made those there. Went to work, and when I came home, I continued watching Once Upon a Time on Hulu and cooked. That's all I did. On the 16th, again went to work and watched gymnastics. Yeah, not much there. On the 17th, we watched a Wednesday. The prompt was list, and it was your favorite washi tape. So I just filled the whole page with my favorite so far. Right until here, the 17th, and thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.